We've been discussing with our Board of Trustees the impact of the emerald ash borer problem, especially in the south suburbs, for 3 or 4 years, and we are now seeing the first major impact.
The emerald ash borer, the beetle, was first discovered, found in the Detroit area about 2000. It's an import from Eurasia. It's a beetle that attacks ash trees, and it unfortunately kills ash trees. The state of Illinois developed a program and encouraged municipalities to develop their own programs to deal with the ash trees, and as part of our program included that as trees showed stress, we would start taking them down in anticipation of probably having a positive identification of the emerald ash borer here in town. And that's what we did have last year, a positive identification in this north part of town. Some of the symptoms in an ash tree that we use to diagnose, a big one is the suckering or flagging from the trunk of the tree. This is basically a physiological response from the tree that it says, I need more leaves to pump water up and down and draw nutrients and photosynthesis, so that's what's going on here. And we see it pretty heavily in this tree. The real problem in the ash tree comes from the beetle, or the borer rather, that gets underneath the bark of the tree in the cambium, and it eats back and forth in an S-shaped pattern, and when you get a population heavy enough, it actually girdles the tree, and that's really is what's causing the death of the tree.
You have identified a lot of trees in particularly this area of town, and have a list together, and what happens after this?
Well, the trees will be removed. Our contractor will also stump the tree, or grind the stump rather, and will restore the parkway. And over time, we will begin a replanting program. But the drastic change is going to be the sudden impact of no trees in the parkway, or certain stretches of parkway that people are really going to notice.
We did get a grant from the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus for $10,000 for replacement of trees, and it was specifically for communities that were suffering from tree removal from emerald ash borer. The trees will be new, but they will be small, and there won't be enough to replace everything we're taking down, obviously, so we will be doing as much as we can with that. The biggest impact probably is when you drive down the street and you see the trees have finally started to canopy over the entire street, and that will be missing the next day, and that'll be a shock.